After my emergency visit to the hospital in May, I had another emergency visit to the hospital in June. It was June 19th. I was getting into bed, and I don't know if I turned wrong or something like that, but I started having like the most excruciating pain all down the left side of my body. Like from the middle of my back, all the way down my buttocks, all the way down my leg. And no matter how I repositioned myself, it just got worse and worse and worse. So finally I laid still and I said, it's gonna pass. It's going to pass. Now, while I'm having this excruciating pain, I'm starting to get Braxton Hicks too. So that made it even worse. This began like at 10 p.m. or 11. But around 1 a.m. I finally called my doctor and I was like, okay, so this is what's going on. This is how I'm feeling. This is how far apart the Braxton Hicks are. What should I be doing? Like, should I be going in or what? And he was like, I want you to go to the hospital. And he said, if you feel the need to bear down, do not bear down. Don't go to the bathroom and do not bear down. And I was just like, you think I'm in active labor right now? That made me nervous because each of my pregnancies have been different. So I call 911, we get to the hospital, I'm on fucking edge. On my way to the hospital, I felt so shitty. I was really, really sad because it was in the middle of the night. My sister was knocked out asleep. The one person that I should have been able to call was Asmodeus. And of course, I did. I called him. It went straight to voicemail. He didn't give a fuck. He literally didn't care. I don't even know why I put myself through that. But I got really down, and when I got there, I went into the bathroom and I did cry. Every single time I go to the hospital, I look like shit. I can do this. I'll be fine. I can do this. Because I chose to keep my baby, when things like this happen, I don't have a right or have a place to even vent about it. It's going to be perceived as complaining, and there's going to be a group of dumbass men somewhere that are going to sit here and say, well, you're the one that wanted to keep that baby, therefore, like, these are the consequences of your actions. I didn't feel entitled to my human and my motherly response to the situation. That was the first time that I had really, really intense Braxton Hicks. This was before the episode that I had at work. The episode that I had at work that prompted me to actually go to my GYN for an emergency appointment the next day, those bitches were not a joke. But I got to the hospital, they assessed me, and it turned out that I had a shitload of knots in my lower back from carrying my stomach. I had knots in my back, and I must have sprained a muscle or something like that, or nicked a nerve. And that's the reason why I was having these intense ass Braxton Hicks. They found all these knots in my back. They said, you need a belly brace because obviously you're small framed and you're carrying very large and your baby is straining the hell out of your back. So you need a belly band. They gave me some Flexerol, some Tylenol, gave me fluids, checked on Jackson, everything was good. But I was relieved to know that everything was good. But I'll never forget the way that I felt on my way there. I won't. I'll never forget that feeling about how shitty I felt. I felt so alone. And I went by myself. I felt really, really fucking alone. I just didn't feel like I had the right to express how I was feeling emotionally because all this shit's always our fault, especially as a Black single mom. It's all your own fault. You brought this on yourself. You shouldn't have done X, Y, and Z. You chose X, Y, and Z. And that's a dark, dark place for people to go into because of the way that society and some of these asshole men think. I was fully entitled to the way that I felt and what was taking place.